Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be taking you through the top 5 tips to make yourself faster in the game F1 2020. Some of these tips can be carried over into other games, but some of them are just specific to 2020 and possibly 2021, depending how the game comes out. We do not know yet, but when we do, it should be interesting. Enjoy. So for tip number 1, we have look and think ahead. This is when you are racing, look ahead. As you can see here, I'm at Australia at Melbourne, and I'm driving down the straight right now, and I'll have to be thinking about when I get to the corner, what is the best way to take it to get the best possible exit. You can see right here, you are lined up for a right-hand turn right there, and the best way to corner would be to come out, and you can see ahead there, you have to get a good exit, so you could be quick down onto this straight. I did get my lap time invalidated, but that is besides the point. It was just a little oversteer. Now you can see you have a left-hand turn, a sweeping one, so you know you need to just not touch the curb there. Be quick through it. Here's another tight braking zone into a right-hander again, and we know we need to get a good exit here because there is a really tight section of track ahead of us that is very important to get a good exit on. You have to be quick out of here and quick right into this corner as well, so you can get a good exit and get the best possible lap time. For tip number 2, we have steer smoother. An easy way to do this is to think you do not want to turn too drastically. Like you can see here, I'm turning smooth. You might have a few turns of the wheel, but you don't want to be using the full rotation unless you absolutely have to. Kind of just think of it as sweeping smooth. Do not put too much pressure on your wheel. Use it like you don't. Just try not to push too hard. You actually get a lot of lap time by doing this because you don't push way too far. You can get on curbs, get on grass, and spin out, or just lose time in the corner by just not getting the right turn in. Compared to, you can see here, this is when I show you what not to do. You can see how much more drastically I'm turning the wheel here, how much lap time I'm actually losing. The only reason I have time gained is because earlier in the lap I kind of accidentally ran through the corner. You can see here, way too early turning in on the grass. Here's another one. You come in too early, you go out wide, then you come through this corner, you are not lined up at all, and this can very easily happen getting on the grass and just spinning out. Tip number 3, do not outbrake yourself. This one might sound more simple than not. Just brake when it tells you to, like on the line, like this. You can see I brake early, not too early, not too late, and I get a good exit. And I do have to hold the car, but it's a V10 with a lot of power, so it's not the easiest thing to control. It's very difficult. The 1995 Benetton Michael Schumacher car. Here you can see not outbraking myself, going a little bit wide, but I get a good exit. A little bit over and understeer there. Whatever, it's besides the point on that. And now you can see, go out wide, don't brake too late. You can sweep in, get a good exit, get good lap time out of this. Now you also have to think, don't brake too late here, because if you go wide, you're under the gravel, and it's a long, long way back onto the track. Now, compare it to what happens if I don't brake early enough. If I brake too late into this corner, you go way too wide, and you lose a lot of lap time. You can see I was 10 seconds up, and immediately lost almost 3 seconds of lap time. Tip number 4, do not push beyond the limit. These all happened while recording. Some of you may have seen, you're going to see, you get on the grass there, you push too hard, you spin like this, get on the curb, then I get on this curb, get on the gas, back wheel touches it, just spin out. No chance of catching it, lose a lot of lap time here. I don't think it through, I get onto the curb, hit another car, and spin out. Tip number 5, this one I haven't seen very many people talk about, but is the most influential tip I have found in the game, using Overtake Off The Start. This is me when I don't use it. I'm driving as Daniel Ricciardo in the Renault. You can see I initially get a good pull away. That's because I had a good reaction to the light. But then, right about here, the other drivers, they just start to pull away because of the F1 game, the way it works. Ocon comes up around the outside of me because he has more speed. I'm forced to go to the inside, lose time. He hits me here, loses more time. Then also, without me using the overtake, he just flies on by me on the inside, and I have just no real chance of catching up to him and the other drivers. And you can see the drivers behind, Norris and Magnussen, they just start to catch me really quickly. No chance of getting past Ocon there. And it loses a lot of time not to use it on the start. Here is me using Overtake. You can see I enable it, and I get a semi-decent launch, and then when I start shifting, you can see how quickly I just gain up. Now I would have easily been in the top 3 had Leclerc not pushed me onto the grass here. I would have easily been past him, way up into Hamilton. Here you can see the game does its thing, and I get an illegal overtake, which is absolutely weird and unnecessary. I don't understand it, but you know, there might be videos soon about this where the game just does not. Sometimes it just doesn't work very well. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, drop a like. If you feel that these tips are helpful, tell me, and if you can think of any more, comment down below, and I might just use them in a part 2 video. Goodbye.